Welcome to Mount Shasta Escape. June 9th, 2024. And I am headed up on my Eddys route on the KLX. Been a while since I rode this. I've been missing it. Plan to do that little bit of single track today. Maybe both directions, and check out the low water crossings way up there, and if it looks okay I may go across them. And that is the footbridge and the bicycle bridge. Okay, I had the single track in a video, well, I don't know if I've even made it yet, but anyway, I made a video of this once going this direction. And I did not make a video of it coming back the other way. Okay, this is kind of the main forest road again, but I'm going to turn around and go back and do it the other direction and actually get it on video this time. And if I don't crash, what am I doing? This is kind of reminding me, don't get distracted while you're riding. Let's kind of look at my little GoPro control and other things, and kept it on two wheels, but not very elegantly. Okay, I was going to hop over this log again, and again, that's pretty small. You know, the diameter is probably 6 inches or so, and it's another inch or two off the ground, but I'm not going to do anything fancy. Keep in mind, back in my enduro days, I jumped much bigger logs than that all the time, but I'm not in those days anymore, so that's about as much as I care to do. I've actually got a picture of myself somewhere where I'm jumping a log bigger than that one, and I just hit it at full speed, and I'm up in the air. Pretty level flight. But that was racing. And about all I can say with how I'm riding right now is that I haven't tipped it on its side yet. Other than that, this is not a class on how to ride single track. Hardly. That was a whopping 0.6 of a mile, so I've done 1.2 miles on single track. Okay, I'm experimenting again. I flew the drone a little ways up the road, and you can see down below me there is my phone showing the view. It's pointing down towards where I am. I'm just in the shadows a little ways down. And I'm going to ride up and see if I can avoid having my controller fall off, and avoid changing the drone settings so I can crash it yet again. And so here I go. The next time I try this, I'm going to find a way to ride at a normal pace without having to go so slow. Oh, there's my drone. I'll go right under it. Trick is you don't really like to get dirt and stuff in the camera gimbal. So I got a little landing pad, which I'm not carrying with me right now. Anyway, down we go. Well, GoPro cameras can be quite temperamental, and this one decided it wanted to quit working somewhere back there. I'm not sure when, but I didn't realize it wasn't working until just before I crossed the North Fork of the Sacramento River. And so I took a break here, took the camera out of its mount, changed battery. Still didn't seem to do much, but fiddled with it, and it's working again now. So I'm gonna go back over the water crossing again and come back just so I have it on video. At the very least, I want to get crossing over the North Fork and the Middle Forks of the Sacramento. So I'll get a look at it from both ways. I may include both when I do the video. There's the North Fork coming down, and there it is going below. And I'm happy to say at this point, if for some reason you didn't make it over, I don't think you're going to die. And so there's one. And we'll get a look at it from the other direction. And I'll even stand up this time. It's very pretty. I like it much better when it doesn't look quite so scary. I never really got any good pictures of it when it was scary. That's unfortunate. And I keep saying the South Fork is the biggest, meaning it's got the most water in it, but we just got to look at the North Fork. We're going to get a look at the Middle Fork in a moment. And then when we get off of this road and get onto that FR26, we'll be going along the South Fork. I won't be at all surprised if my KLX and my GSX 8S are the last motorcycles that I buy. They're both fun. I've covered most of the bases of anything that I might want to do. Okay, just about at the Middle Fork crossing. Hopefully get some views of it. There's quite a bit of water going through right there. I might decide they have as much water as the South Fork. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. This is not even going over the crossing now. How about that? So I'll just stop here for a moment. There it is. Okay, so I got a video of the North Fork, and this is the Middle Fork, and now we're going to see the South Fork before long. Now, this is the first ride I've done this season where I'm going to get to see all three of them on the same ride fairly close together, so. And I just went past the Toad Lake turn. And now we are turning on to FR26. And the South Fork is right here. Now my problem, I might have to stop and walk over there. So if I want to see what the South Fork looks like without merging with the Middle Fork, I think it is now or never. Okay, so that is the South Fork, and that still looks to me like it has more water in it than the North and Middle Forks. But the North and Middle Forks have more than I realized. Now I'm kind of curious just where they actually merge. Don't think they've merged at the bridge, but they could be merging just right below here. Still not seeing it, but again, I still don't think it's very far. Still looking. Oh, I see it right there. Kind of get it on camera. Okay, that is the Middle Fork merging with the South Fork. And which one has the most water in it? I don't know. I give a slight nod to the South Fork, but the Middle Fork has quite a bit too. Anyway, at this point they merged together and they are just called the South Fork. The Middle Fork is no longer named after this point. So this is just, I guess, east of that bridge. And that's the confluence. Never stopped here to look at it, but that's kind of cool. I do see something coming up here that merges. And I'm actually optimistic that that is the North Fork, but will I be able to see it? I don't know if you can see that on my Zoom-o, but at least I can see it. It's fairly close. I'm going to pull over here and see if it's possible to see it from here. Now I see several things. I mean, I see the main course here and I see something up above it. And then further down I see something that looks like it even has more current coming in. I'm thinking that is probably the North Fork. What I'm seeing right here is just a little bifurcation. Okay, so I can see it up above there. I don't know how well that's going to show here, but yes, that is where the North Fork meets up with the South Fork, which is already merged with the middle. I don't know if I'm going to get a better view of it than what I have right here, but I mean, that clearly is it. So look to the far trees, and just below them is where the North Fork comes in, and then looking further down there, just above my mirror, I'll move that out of the way, is where they come together. Yeah, another look at it here. Yeah, I don't have a real good pullout over there, but at this point they have come together. And now it is just the Sacramento River. It's no longer the North, Middle, and South Forks. And not very far from here, the river empties into Lake Siskiyou and then exits it over at the dam.